You're a hater. I think you are.
Oh my God.
I think you are.
Yeah,
Dude.
you're really.
I think you are.
Oh, dude, you're just like kind of like so attached to somebody that is attached to your business.
Hold on. Can I speak,
and
please?
It.
I've been sitting here. Can I please say something?
I know, but you shouldn't be attached to someone that's.
No, he's not. But
yes,
he's not.
it's
But you're making
No,
a no. It's not. You're
no,
making
it's
a
not.
point, Steve. You're making Steve. I love you.
Yo, Steve, bro. All right, so look. I definitely have like a line. I think you've reached a line.
Okay.
And so like I am gonna ask you to like chill a little bit. And bro, I go from nice guy to like.
Logan, I acknowledge it. I'm not.
All right, grab him. Let's go. It's done. Thank you for coming on, Steve.
I can't believe he hasn't gotten hit. I'm just shocked no one's beat the shit out of him.
Because it's behind the fucking hat. It's all good.
Dude, if we were on this podcast, I'd slap him up like the second time he said something. But like I'm being friendly because he's the guest. We invited him here, right?
Logan Paul, often regarded as one of the least intimidating YouTubers, became visibly irritated after being trolled by SteveWillDoIt during the latest episode of Impulsive. Logan went full fake tough guy mode after Steve started trash-talking MrBeast while Mike Maslach sat quietly on the side. Mike's entire career seems built around being Logan's sidekick, laughing at his worst jokes and agreeing with his bad takes. Somehow, he has managed to survive in Logan's circle while others haven't. This moment exposed just how toxic Logan and Mike can be. They invited someone with a known history of substance abuse, then acted shocked when he showed up drunk and began calling them out for pretending to be MrBeast fans. And honestly, Steve wasn't wrong. Even though they cut out 20 to 30 minutes of the podcast and talked trash about him afterward, their own audience still turned on them in the comments, siding with Steve. Classic Logan Paul. Nobody takes L's quite like him.
YouTube,
Thanks.
first and foremost. Steve.
Yeah, it's good to be back. Thank you.
When are you going to post a video, bud?
And I'd say like a month.
And will you promote gambling?
Promote gambling? No, not on YouTube.
Is that why you got banned in the first place?
They had a reason to delete me, and they wanted to delete me, so they did it.
But in your eyes, do you think that it was just based on that, or do you think that there was some other rationale?
I mean, it was, to be honest, there was someone at YouTube that didn't like me. They wanted to delete me, and they had an excuse and legitimate reason to, like in the guidelines, to delete me. And they
For
did.
viewers who aren't familiar with Steve or what he's referring to, here's a quick summary. Steve was once one of the fastest growing YouTubers, known for extreme stunts, binge drinking, and wild challenges. After a viral video of him smashing a bottle of Jack Daniels at 18, he joined the Nelk Boys and continued pushing boundaries. He launched his own channel in 2019 and grew at a massive pace, gaining 1 million subscribers in a single month. But YouTube didn't like his dangerous, non-advertiser-friendly content, so Steve reinvented himself into a MrBeast-style giver, handing out cars, houses, and cash. Because his channel was demonetized, he relied on third-party deals like crypto casinos and gambling sites, earning over $1 million a month. That money built his empire, but it also got him banned, all triggered by a tiny technicality involving a blurred casino URL. Now that his ban has finally been lifted, Steve is back on YouTube and preparing his first new video. Mike invited him onto Impulsive to help relaunch his presence, but before filming, Steve had already been drinking heavily during the first 20 minutes, a portion that was edited out due to being too non-advertiser friendly. Mike later posted a comment trying to explain the situation, but this was the moment where Steve began spiraling.
This whole situation actually ended up making Steve look better than people expected. It showed that he isn't afraid to speak his mind, even when he's on someone else's platform. And honestly, the only reason he even got invited again is because he brings views and controversy, something Logan can't resist. The funny part is that Logan tried so hard to control the narrative, cutting footage and claiming Steve was the problem, but people didn't buy it. Viewers saw right through the act. They know Logan has a long history of playing the victim whenever he looks bad. In the end, this episode only reminded everyone why Logan's podcast keeps getting clowned online. You can't fake being real, and Logan still hasn't learned that.
What makes this situation even more embarrassing for Logan is how predictable it was. Every time he invites someone who isn't afraid to speak openly, things fall apart. He wants guests who bring attention, but he can't handle it when that attention doesn't go his way. Instead of owning up to the messy podcast and admitting they brought the wrong energy, Logan and his team tried to frame Steve as the only issue. But people aren't dumb. They notice when a host loses control of his own show. This entire incident became a perfect example of why Logan's attempts to present himself as mature or changed never truly stick. Moments like this expose the cracks instantly.
Steve, bro. All right, so look. I definitely have like a line. I think you've reached a line.
Okay.
And so like I am gonna ask you to like chill a little bit. And bro, I go from nice guy to like.
Logan, I acknowledge it. I'm not.
All right, grab him. Let's go. It's done. Thank you for coming on, Steve.
I can't believe he hasn't gotten hit. I'm just shocked no one's beat the shit out of
Because it's
him.
behind the fucking hat. It's all
Dude, if we weren't on this podcast, I'd slap him up like the second time he said something. But like I'm being friendly because he's the guest. We invited him here, right?
The backlash didn't stop there. Clips from the podcast started spreading across TikTok and Twitter, and most people weren't defending Logan at all. Instead, they mocked him for cutting the episode and trying to paint Steve as unstable, even though Logan was the one acting insecure the entire time. Creators began stitching the clip, pointing out every moment Logan tried to steer the conversation back in his favor. But the more he tried, the more obvious his insecurity became. Meanwhile, Steve, despite being drunk, came off more genuine, which made viewers side with him even harder. For someone who built his career on controlling his image, this was a massive slip-up for Logan.
SteveWillDoIt gets kicked off Logan and Mike after repeatedly disrespecting Logan. I'm just shocked no one beat the shit out of him. If we weren't on this podcast, just slapped him.
What?
Yeah, I'm back.
Steve, what's going on?
Wild start to the
Can I
stream,
speak with my
animal
friend?
abuse,
What's going on?
necromancer woman, Jake
Why
Paul,
do you
come
seem-
stack.
How about this? You guys, tomorrow, you come padel, right?
You play pickleball?
No, padel.
Yeah,
1v1, you win, you get a 40.
Okay, let's just fast forward a little bit. They go back and forth. SteveWillDoIt is not able to change Logan Paul's mind. Logan Paul is adamant. Listen, man, all right, you bugging, MrBeast ain't do nothing wrong. Okay, cut it out. Now, SteveWillDoIt kind of gets insulted and feels a little salty and a little annoyed once Logan Paul calls him a hater based on his stance on MrBeast.
It's like
I try
my
not to
business
be-
partner Beast is a very good person. He's a very good individual. His channel, all he cares about is helping people. Not.
I think you're a hater. I think you are.
Oh my God.
I think you are.
Now
dude.
you're really pissed him
I
off.
think you are.
Oh, dude, you're just like kind of like so attached to somebody that is
No,
attached
because
to your
hold
business.
on. Can I speak,
And that's
please?
it.
I've been sitting here. Can I please say
I
something?
know, but you shouldn't be attached to someone that's.
No, he's not. But
yes,
he's not.
it's
But
'cause
you're,
it's his
but you're
business.
making no, it's not.
but
You're
Steve-
making a
it's
blank.
not.
Steve, you're
No.
making. Steve, I love you.
Dude,
you're
if he
making
cares
a blanket
about people,
statement.
then he would.
But you're
no,
making
he
a
doesn't
blanket
care about
statement.
people. He doesn't care about people.
That's a blanket statement.
That's it.
Okay,
It's
so
it.
if
And
you
I
do,
stand by that.
so
That's
if you
it.
do one person dirty,
Beast does not
if-
care
okay,
about
fine,
people.
You can say
we can
you
move
said it.
on, and that's facts.
Okay.
I bet my life on it.
You got to give him another
Talk to him,
chance.
please, Steve. Leave it
'Cause
at that. I'm
I'm-
begging you.
I stand by my decision. I really like you.
No, him. He doesn't have anything to do with it. What does he have to do with it? Why are you bringing him into it?
'Cause I'm starting to not like him.
Almost got the life beat up out of him during the podcast with Logan Paul, right before he got kicked out the podcast, ultimately saving his life. So the podcast itself was a weird one, to be honest. SteveWillDoIt appeared to be out of it. The only time SteveWillDoIt appeared to be alert and focused was when they began to talk about MrBeast.